So next, can you give us a little bit of insight into how you analyze the data on your trials? So what happens after you export the data from SlantRange?
Yeah, so basically it just becomes a part of our overarching data set. So we're basically using the data to identify differences between treatments and causal effects of those differences. So one of the things that really attracted me was that I worked in precision ag for a long time, so I'm used to working with large data and maps and stuff like that. But a map's great to look at, but it's no good if you can't do anything about it. And that was one of the key things for working is the platform where you can upload your data, have the plots drawn out properly, and then you're actually getting some quantitative data back in a CSV file. So that CSV file can be added in to all the other metrics, because we're still collecting other metrics on the trial. We're still measuring yield, and there might be other things that are specific that can't be done with the Aerofin or the platform. So it's basically just fed into our normal analysis, which is usually an ANOVA analysis of variance, but it could be any statistical you know, um, test could be applied to the data, I suppose. So, and the good thing is, it's easily accessible in a format that can be easily done in terms of that. So I think I would say, though, you've got to have some idea of what you're trying to achieve. So, the variable needs to be fit for purpose. So, you need to have a bit of an idea of how that variable is actually going to help you deliver some insights. And typically, I'd call the greenness type measurements. So, you think of things like chlorophyll, NDVI. You really want to use those for an effect on productivity. So it might be nutrient response, it might be response to deep ripping, something that is going to try and pick out what you're actually looking for. As in contrast, that vegetation index that I've talked about, I find it really useful for looking at something that might have damaged a crop, something where you're losing green area because of a treatment. That vegetation index is quite useful in our zone anyhow.